Hey there YouTube, this is Gundude73 making another knife video, and today we're going to be talking about pivot bushings. Now, basically what a pivot bushing is on a normal knife, like just say this Cold Steel Voyager, when you tighten this pivot pin, there's nothing between this pin and the actual blade, so when you tighten it, the blade gets harder and harder to open, and likewise when you loosen it, the blade gets easier and easier to open. What a pivot bushing is, it's just a secondary piece of metal that is a buffer or a bushing between the pin, the stop pin, and the blade. So what that allows you to do is tighten the screw all the way, but there's like the amount of force that's transferred to the blade is minimal. So you can have this screw or this pivot screw tightened or loosened, and the blade will still be super smooth. Now, I mean, a lot of people like pivot bushings, myself included. I think they're pretty good, like in the Sebenza, it's awesome. But they have to be done right to be good. And basically, the fit and finish, this is where fit and finish comes into play. The tolerances that need to be achieved to make a pivot bushing so that it's just the right size to fit in the blade and not have any blade play is very, very, it's a minuscule amount of room, and it's very hard to achieve. Like for this Spyderco Paramilitary 2, this has a pivot bushing, but in my opinion, it's not done right, not like the Sebenza. This has some blade play in it, a little bit of side to side, that really can't be tightened out without making the knife hard to open. It's just inherent in the design because that pivot bushing is just either, I think it might be too small, just slightly too small in one spot, so there's some blade play. So I mean, to get it right is really hard. Once you do, the end product is something awesome like the Sebenza. But if you do it and you mess up or it's not done to the correct tolerance, then you get something that has some blade play that can't be tightened out. It's just there and you can't get rid of it. Which kind of bugs me a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. On the Parrot 2, I mean, it's a very minuscule amount of blade play, but it's still there. You can notice it. On this one, at least. They may have improved it, so I don't know. But another downside, I guess, to having a pivot bushing is that you can't make the knife super hard to open. So if you live in like a country or a state or city like New York right now, where you can't have a knife that if you were to flick it like not use your hands, like just go like that to shake the knife open, that they'd, deem you a criminal for whatever reason and throw you in jail. So what a lot of people have to do is just tighten their knives all the way to make that not happen, but you can't do it with a pivot bushing knife because, you can't over tighten it. You can't, it just stays at the same amount of opening the whole time. So that could be a downside. But overall, I think they're great. And I think people, if you take apart a Sebenza and you see it, you realize that's where your money's going with a fit and finish. So, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate the views. Requests are welcome. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.